I think we're live. All right, everybody, welcome to Late Night Snacks. Our first thing that we're doing as a live broadcast.
That's true.
We've done live broadcasts before, like time at Charboys, and we did like the first 5 minutes. It was perfect. We were on, we were charming, we were funny, and then we realized we didn't click the right button, and
the world didn't see it.
Yeah, so we had to redo it.
We were on it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I guess this isn't our first. I thought this was our very first. I was going to be like, that's insane that it's, year is it? 2023?
Yeah.
And we have not done a live anything, but we did.
This is our first one that we're running. We also did the cooking without a kilt with the kilt.
Yeah. So we should be pros. Yeah. This should go amazingly then, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so what is Late Night Snacks?
What is it? What are we doing here?
Yeah, so it's going to be a weekly thing every Wednesday at 8:30, and it's going to be about like 10 minutes, and we're going to talk about food, but most importantly, we're going to have a different snack every week, and we'd also encourage you to have snacks while you're watching this, and please tell us your great ideas for late night snacks, because remember with snacks, there are no rules with snacks.
So what were we gonna call this before a late night snack?
We thought of maybe a bed lunch, which is what they call it in Nova Scotia, is what they call like a midnight snack or a late night snack. They call it bed lunch, but we thought that
it was probably too like Nova Scotia niche, and we want to reach the world, man.
Yeah. And they're also like dinner time could be lunch if you're in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Or is it supper time?
Supper.
Yeah. Anyway, if someone says I'm coming over at dinner time,
we have to specify.
Prepare lunch, prepare dinner.
Just have something, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do we want to talk about? Something that we cooked this week, read this week, did this week, ate this week. What are we doing?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm actually excited because now that we're into summer, there's a lot of different vegetables that are coming into season. So I saw two vegetables that are going to be at the farmer's market this week. There's the kohlrabi.
Oh, yeah.
Which is usually like green or purple, and they have like a skin. You usually probably want to peel off the skin, and their texture is kind of like a radish without the bite. It's more of like a sweet than the bite of a radish, and it's like exciting to use in slaws. They also have a little bit of starch, so you could also bake it.
Yeah.
And one thing that I seem to like to do is to buy it and then remember that I bought it a month later and pull it out of the fridge.
I was going to say that too.
Yeah, but you shouldn't do that. You should eat your kohlrabi.
Yeah, don't put it in like a brown paper bag in your crisper, like.
Yeah, because if it's in a brown bag, you're not going to know what it is.
Yeah, you're going to get excited. You're going to put it in there. You're going to forget because sometimes it's a little hard to know what to do with it.
Yeah,
and you overthink it and then forget about it.
Yeah, the other one that is coming out this week that's in season that you're going to be excited about.
What is it?
Snap peas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And every year, a couple of times a year, we do this. It's a recipe in the 6 Seasons cookbook where it takes some time. So you kind of like peel them and then you like thinly slice it on an angle. So it looks like you almost put it through a box grater and then whip up a pasta with that and some pancetta.
It's
and
so
some
good.
Pecorino.
Unless like the snap peas are a little bit older where they're a little bit like woodier.
The rough skin,
yeah, we made that mistake and it was like slicing your throat when you got to make sure they're nice and tender. Right?
I think what happened is last year we got too excited and we got some snap peas before they were in season in Nova Scotia, and who knows where they came from, but they seemed like they were some old snap peas.
Yeah, it is easy to get excited about this recipe. We should share it somewhere or tell people. What book is it again?
6 Seasons.
Okay, yeah, it's good. Yeah, that book is amazing. So if you don't have it, you should definitely add it to your collection because you're gonna love every recipe in that book.
Yeah, I think it's Joshua McFadden, and what he did is he broke the year up into 6 different seasons instead of the 4. So there's There's
early spring, late spring, right?
No, I think summer's like divided into three, like early summer, midsummer, and late summer.
Yeah, it's a good book. It's not just like the recipes; they have a lot of the techniques that you can use and other things. You know, we've learned so many different tricks to making vegetables, like the sauces and the butters. They look so good.
Yeah, but it's like all vegetable based, but it's not vegetarian or
he's got some meat in there too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that's great.
Yeah.
So, Curtis here says that he bets that's Sunshine Popcorn. Guess we're gonna wait till the end to tell him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it is Curtis. Yeah. Yeah, and then while talking about things that we were cooking this week, well, I was playing around with some ground lamb and some of our spices to possibly have maybe a lamb of that.
Working on a fish cake recipe that I made a couple of years ago. We sold it to the public. It was awesome. People loved it, but I didn't write the recipe down. I had little chicken scratches, so I had to kind of really figure out how to make it, and I think we nailed it. Should I tell them the secret?
Yeah,
definitely. Secret. So you poach the fish in milk, and it just for like 5 to 7 minutes, right? Don't overcook it, but you cook it in milk, and it's so good. It makes it so like tender, and I think that's the secret. And I think it's like a Nova Scotia thing.
Is it?
The more I read about it, it was like the Nova Scotia way. Yeah. So not that I know too much detail about it, but I feel like if people from Nova Scotia are watching, they'd probably be like, "Oh yeah, that's how you do it." And I'm just like, "Oh, it's so new."
Yeah.
But it was good. And I can't wait to make it again. I'll write out the recipe, and it'll be amazing. Have you tried some of this popcorn yet?
Yeah.
I'd love to hear if this Curtis is having a late night snack with us.
Probably.
Yeah. So we got the vegetables coming in season. We had some things that we worked on. You know, what else do you want to say?
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to start doing this. We're gonna do it every Wednesday, and as we get better at figuring out the technology, we'll probably have like a title card and things like that.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe we'll be able to bring guests in here.
Sure.
But it's gonna be super short and sweet, and we're just gonna talk about food.
Yeah.
Which
this is our first one. It's weird. I was uber nervous because this is kind of awkward. So this is a really good introductory to the live stream world. Yeah. We sort of introduce what we're gonna do. Yeah. We're gonna have some new ideas of what to talk about. Make it entertaining. Give you some tips and inspiration to kind of like set you off into the week.
Yeah, Curtis says, I'm still eating Egyptian summer pork chops from last night. Curtis is a slow eater.
Yes, that is true. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Egyptian summer. Oh, yeah, that'd be good. You add a little bit of like lemon zest onto those pork chops, Curtis. Egyptian summer with lemon zest is like mind-blowingly amazing. It just really takes it to another level. If you don't know, Dave and I from Big Cove Foods, we designed and created, well, Dave did, and I just make them look pretty, and I cook with them, spice blends. So really authentic, original gourmet spice blends. And Egyptian Summer is our Mediterranean vibe blend. It's got some like cumin forward notes with coriander, fenugreek leaf.
I don't know if it has the fenugreek. Does it?
No, yeah.
I don't think so. Anyway.
It should. But it's really, really good. It's got a nice like spicy note, and it's really good with lemon.
Yeah, and look, we're already at like 9 minutes, and we're saying that we're gonna make it like 10 minutes, especially tight for the first one. So why don't you tell us about tonight's late night snack?
So we have popcorn, and we've sprinkled our Sunshine blend. So Sunshine is our turmeric heavy with some notes of lemongrass, ginger, and we've just put it over some buttered popcorn.
Apple cider vinegar.
Oh, sorry, and the apple cider vinegar powder, of course. We put over some popcorn. We actually got this idea some good friends of ours, Leah and Joel of the Family Knife.
There's
the Kelford Lab.
Yeah. Kelford Labs.
Amazing two people. We adore them. They came on the Dave Calls While You Make Food show and gave us this really amazing recipe for sunshine on popcorn. She warned us that it would stain our fingers. Not too bad. Maybe I didn't go heavy enough. And if they do, just eat popcorn with chopsticks. I was actually going to bring them out today, but Dave suggested I didn't know.
And we have the recipe on the website. Thank you for coming out for our first show, and we'll see you next week.